Welcome to another episode of Making Decisions for You. My name is Anders. I'll be your host for the evening. With me, of course, is Dr. Adam Ferguson.
Hello.
And the distinguished Connor McGrath. I'm just gonna.
So it's a little bit tight.
I'm just gonna move.
I don't know. I think
one of us. I think one of us should move. Maybe.
I'll take one of the cameras on me.
Okay.
But I'm gonna sit.
I don't know. I think maybe I should sit in the chair, or I could sit on your lap. You know, if you want.
I'm gonna try to.
Let's do it. Okay.
Oh, I was thinking
Like
maybe
that,
just.
maybe? No.
I don't know. I was thinking maybe just me on the chair.
I mean, I think that.
Two on the.
I mean, I'm comfy, but you know. See, look at how nice Connor looks.
I think Adam should sit across the street by the mailbox.
Well,
There's a lovely Chinese restaurant across the street, actually.
I don't know how we're gonna get a shot of that, but
They have a lunch special.
Good luck.
So I don't know if it's lunchtime where you guys are, but it's certainly lunchtime where we are.
Sure. It's 5:32 in the morning and Sunday.
It's always lunchtime here on Making Decisions for You.
That's what.
Tonight we are going to be talking about the PortFringe Festival in the year 2015, and that's occurring between June 20th and June 28th.
That's right.
And that's about all that I am aware of about the festival. So maybe Connor and Dr. Adam, maybe you guys could elaborate on this.
Sure. We were here for PortFringe many years ago.
That's right.
Back then, PortFringe, it was just like a 3 or 4 day festival, and it was in a church basement.
Yeah.
And now it's expanded. It's a full week plus a day of great theatrical events all over the city of Portland.
Absolutely.
At all sorts of venues. Besides the church basement, we got Gino's Rock Club, you got the Empire, the Portland Stage Company storefront, and we've got, I don't know how many shows are in there this year. I think 78.
We have a lot of shows, and I will say that the font is too small on this. So if anybody at home is able to pull it up and enhance,
PortFringe.com.
follow along at PortFringe.com, Maine's Fringe Theater Festival 2015.
Absolutely, PortFringe 2015, and I think it is telling how much great theater there is. That there's so much that you can't even see it.
They probably couldn't do that much larger of a font, because if they did, it'd be like 4 pages.
It'd be more of a pamphlet than
It'd be a pamphlet, right? They just want to save paper. The people at PortFringe are very environmentally friendly.
Absolutely.
Now, I will say briefly, Making Decisions for You has been off the air for a long time, and we'd like to thank Pfizer and big pharmaceutical companies for bringing us back on the air. Thanks for the sponsorship, guys. We'd also like to thank Pringles, Arnold Palmer's, and Arizona Iced Tea for giving us all the free Arizona, all you can drink.
We might need a bathroom break in the middle of the show, actually.
Yeah, we were talking about potentially taking a bathroom break about halfway through, and it'd be about a 5-minute break. So if you're watching, following along at home, following along on PortFringe.com, maybe you could also go to the bathroom while we're in the bathroom so that the dead air wouldn't be as awkward for us.
You know, I know a lot of people these days have short attention spans and overactive bladders, and 30 minutes is a long time to sit through something. And I mean, if you're DVRing this, it's not a problem. I'm sure there are a lot of people recording this right now, and they're just watching it over and over again and showing their friends and having small community get-togethers to watch this special.
Well, I mean that goes without saying.
A lot of people have been saying, well, you guys are airing at the same time as Game of Thrones, so how am I going to be able to watch your show and Game of Thrones?
You could do picture-in-picture.
Picture-in-picture is something that we recommend. Put Game of Thrones in the small picture,
Yeah,
though.
Tyrone Lannister's probably in the... Oh.
He's too small to see in the picture-in-picture.
Tyrone Lannister, Tyrion's wacky cousin.
Tyrone Lannister. I
When
don't
they
watch Game of
do
Thrones.
the Walking Dead crossover.
Game of Thrones is very violent for me. I don't watch it. PortFringe, I'm sure some of the shows are very violent, but you have options. You have plenty of shows that you can choose to. If you don't like one show, you can go to another show. There's dozens of shows.
Some people are pacifists. Some people are warmongers. City of Portland has everything in between. So there's a little bit of something for you if you love the bloodlust, if you lust for it, and there's something a little bit for you if you're more of a Gandhi folk and You want to see all the peace and the prosperity.
And
and sort of everything in between. Rom-coms, slapstick, nonsense, a lot of nonsense.
A lot of avant-garde stuff.
You'll see the three of us in a little something in between avant-garde and nonsense.
Right. So on June 24th, Wednesday, June 24th, and Friday, June 26th, we're going to be performing at Gino's Rock Club in a play called This Is Awkward, which is sort of a semi-autobiographical story about the life, love, and dreams of Conor McGrath, who you can follow at Conor McGrath Comedy on Facebook. That's another decision you can make for yourself today.
Or really that we've just made for you, so obviously... I mean, I think that I can speak for everybody watching when I say my ticket's bought, or it would be if I weren't already in the show.
Exactly. But if you aren't in the show, if you aren't one of the cast of thousands in the show, you can get a ticket for the low price of $10. $10, you can go to a movie, but you won't be even be able to buy a snack there.
You got to drive all the way out to Westbrook to get at the Cinemagic.
Right.
I mean, I don't know about you, but the price of gas is a little too high for Anders.
Exactly. This is all in town. It's all in Portland.
If you live on Peninsula or even just off, as a lot of us do, you can easily bike there or take the number 4 bus or the number 1. Well, most of the buses.
Or any of the Portland Public Transportation buses will take you there, and only $10. Only $10. That's a wise investment. But the more shows you see, the more value you get.
Absolutely.
For $3, you can buy a 3-show pass at PortFringe.com for $28. That'll save you $2 whole. That's 2.5 bags of Cheetos at a lot of vending machines, depending on the vending machine
It's
price.
2 Arizona iced teas.
Or
depending
4
on where
if they're
you
on
shop.
special. Like
right. If you're at CVS next door to our studio here, you can actually get 4 Arizona iced teas for just $2. Now, that's not counting main deposit tax, which is, 5 cents a can, but
that's true.
You'll get that back. That's an investment that you're investing in yourself.
So, and you also get to see 3 shows instead of just 1.
Right.
Well, PortFringe I like to think of as the Arizona iced tea of Fringe theater anyway.
Right.
There's a lot of flavors.
There's a lot of different flavors.
Absolutely.
And then hold your horses for $60. Get 7 shows. That's savings of over $10. That's 10 cans of iced tea.
Well, plus a lot of the shows are within close proximity to each other. It's all kinds of great local theater companies, as well as some theater companies from out of state. And if you plan your day and get that 7-show pass, you can just bop from show to show.
Right, because if you want to see you can see. If there's a show that's on at the same time as that I am that you want to see, you're obviously going to want to pick my show, but you might want to see that other show later. You'll get an opportunity if you buy that 7-show pass.
Absolutely. Most of the shows have at least 2 performances, so if there is a conflict, don't despair. Check the schedule. You can definitely make it work.
Now, I heard a rumor that potentially if you paid $85, you might be able to see 12 shows with your pass.
That's correct.
Is that true?
That's unbelievably, but it's true. You can save over $35.
That seems like too good of a bargain.
That is too good of a bargain. But you know what? The people at PortFringe, they're crazy. They give you crazy bargains. They give you bargains that don't make sense. It doesn't make sense for you to see 12 plays for $85. But they're going to give it to you.
Yeah.
If you give them $85, and the tickets are on sale at Coffee by Design, so you can step into Coffee by Design. You give them $85. With the $35 that you save, you can buy a bunch of coffee. You can buy coffee for all the homeless people outside the store.
Portland runs on Coffee by Design.
Exactly.
Trademark. Now, not to mention, and I think it is to be mentioned, actually, which is why I bring it up, PortFringe is sort of like the who's who of Portland fringe theater folk.
Sure.
If you want to see people who are not really mainstream theater folk necessarily, although they could be, but more sort of on the edges there, like sort of like a frayed rug, the stray strands there, that's who you're going to be seeing. It's really like your best opportunity to see this Fringe material.
Right. It's just the type of theater that you won't see anywhere else in Portland, you can see at the PortFringe Festival from June 20th through June 28th.
Absolutely. Well, so Connor, tell us a little bit more about this VIP pass, though, because there is one final...
It's the ultimate bargain. If you have $125, you can see every show, as many shows as you want. Well, it's not technically possible, probably, to see every show.
You could Mrs. Doubtfire it and try to make...
You could try and go back and forth between one venue and the other. But for $125, you can get unlimited PortFringe shows, as many PortFringe shows as you want for $125. There's dozens of shows. You can just, June 20th through June 28th. The weather's, you're not going to want to sit outside in the hot, blazing sun and, risk getting sunburn. You're going to want to sit in the dark confines of the theater, enjoying great art.
Yeah.
So for $125, you won't have to step outside for almost 8 days, with the exception of Monday. You can take the break off Monday. I think it actually, medically, Dr. Adam Ferguson can speak to it.
Yes.
We have to take Monday off because, so many people are going to be buying these $125 passes. They're going to be sitting in the theater for 8 straight days if they didn't have that day off, and they would just be so entranced. They have to get out of there for a bit, just get some natural sunlight, and...
well, I can tell you in my medically expert opinion that definitely there are going to be so many people going to these shows. It's definitely worth it to get that VIP pass, cut the lines, so to speak. I mean, everybody's going to be calling out of work anyway, so I think that your bosses will understand. I say just do that. Spend that $125. Who's going to need it? Your landlord. They're not going to notice. They'll probably be at the show.
They'll probably be at the show itself. They'll
exactly.
Be like,
now, and I hang out in a lot of Levinsky's and Goodwill and such places, and I see a lot of T-shirts and coffee mugs, and they say, "I don't do Mondays," or "I hate Mondays." And I read a lot of Garfield, as I know, Connor, you do as well.
I'm a huge fan of Garfield.
Garfield connoisseur, and a lot of people don't do Mondays, maybe because of
Garfield. So yeah, PortFringe, I don't think anybody's...
PortFringe doesn't do Mondays either.
PortFringe doesn't do Mondays either, but the thing is, we do Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday again, and then Sunday again.
That's right.
Literally every other day of the week besides Monday, so you can take Monday off.
And some of the days twice. So, look, I mean, it's a lot of entertainment.
Absolutely.
For your money.
The reason that we bring this up to you is because we care about you. We want to make decisions for you.
Right.
And we've been looking at this schedule, and we got this tiny font document with quotes and events and dates, and we said the people of Portland aren't necessarily online all the time because they're out enjoying the nature and enjoying every day but Monday, and they don't have time to be checking the internet and seeing what's going on PortFringe.com because they're not necessarily subscribed. Although, that being said, go home and subscribe. So we decided that we would make this a little special for you and make that decision. Okay, you're going to want to go for the VIP pass. It's only $125. Okay, that's now a lot of people are at home saying that's 125 Arizona iced teas I could be drinking. But what I'll say to you...
Or 250 if they're on special, as they were today.
Well, depending on the specials. Depending on which CVS you shop at. But really what we're trying to say is that take this bargain, take it home with you. It makes a great gift.
Think about it. Talk to your family, talk to your local chaplain. And,
talk to your priest.
Your rabbi.
Talk to your rabbi. Talk to anybody that'll listen, really, and say, why wouldn't I, save all this money by buying the VIP pass and go to every show that I could possibly go to? I want to OD on Portland Fringe Theater.
Right, and it goes a long way to helping the Portland arts community. It goes back all to the artists and the people that are producing these shows for a lot of these shows. So, Adam...
Absolutely. I can tell you that 100% of the proceeds from the show goes back to the artists making it. All of it. I mean, that's one of the wonderful things about PortFringe is they have provided a venue and a means for artists to make their art, create their craft, put it out into the world for you to enjoy and experience and enlighten. And all of it, every dime that you put into it, whether you're buying a VIP pass or a 3-show pass or even a 1-show pass, goes back to the people making it.
And that's one thing that this show really admires about PortFringe, because someday we'd like to not give all the money that we have been raking in from this show to Pfizer and all the pharmaceutical companies.
Well, I don't know about that.
But really, we owe our lives to them. The founders have saved our lives numerous times, pulled us out of complete destitution. The last couple of years have been real rough on all of us.
As you can see.
Yeah, I mean, I look like a homeless person.
I look fine. I don't know what you guys are
Dr. Adam Ferguson, he recently tried to perform his own rhinoplasty surgery.
That's correct.
He tried to perform facial surgery on himself. And,
allegedly. All right, as my...
We can't talk too much.
They didn't revoke his license per se, but we are actually legally required to say Dr. Adam Ferguson in air quotes.
And put it in quotes.
He is still a doctor, but it's
still
Dr.
It just makes it fun, the little air quotes.
It's a little bit, yeah.
A little bit of Dr. Evil, a little retro.
Sure.
Throw out. Look, I can't legally discuss the case as I've been advised by my and the show's lawyer, Herb Bernstein.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
So I think we need to get back to the arts and less to my face, which is fine. Nothing happened officially.
And if you do want, every Tuesday, Adam Ferguson does do a buy one get one free rhinoplasty. So if you and a buddy have bad noses, you could pop in there, and the doctor will take care of you.
And I know you do. I'm looking at you there, Witchy Poo. So. And
you get a free Arizona.
You get a free Arizona iced tea.
Blueberry Arizona iced tea. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get rid of the blueberry.
Yep. You just go to my clinic. It's in the alley on Exchange Street, just before you get to Novari Res. You want to knock 3 times and ask for Big Rex, and he'll take care of you from there. It may seem like you're waiting a couple hours, but don't worry. He's just talking to his mother-in-law, and he's got important things to do. So
that's right.
So PortFringe, June 20th, June 28th. PortFringe.com. You can see the whole schedule.
Now, this is June 20th and the 21st.
Yes.
And then through the 28th.
Through the 28th every day except for the 22nd.
Right. Mm-hmm. No 22nd because PortFringe hates Mondays, just like Garfield. #forever. Mm-hmm. And that's something to really keep in mind. Portland, there's a lot of people vying for the mayoral race right now. I don't want to jump into politics really too much, but I will say...
That's what got thrown us off the air.
Yeah, it did.
Our 2012 presidential election special.
I believe it was never aired. I don't know if that's true.
I don't know.
We could have the producers check on that.
They have a quick clip from it roll.
Quick clip about Obama or something. And but I will say that endorse Michael Brennan because he's trying to do away with Mondays in Portland. Michael Brennan, 2015. Yeah, 2015.
I live in Wyndham. I don't know.
Yeah, Connor is not allowed to vote. Dr. Adam Ferguson, it was also revoked for him. He can't vote. And he was born in Canada, I heard. Well, you were born in the river, in between Canada and
the
Maine.
St. John's River.
The St. John River.
Much in the way that the Aroostook War was started many hundreds of years ago over
the Lumberjack War.
No need to explain
Northern Maine
this.
loggers.
Everyone knows this.
As we all know, much like there is a border dispute there is a border dispute about my birth. Sometimes I like to say I'm Canadian for the health care, but I'm not.
He's legally. I would like to point out that he's legally obligated to wink and give the A-OK sign when he does that.
It's true. It's
highly disputed. He's a man of no country in a way, which is why we have him on the show.
I don't think any country will claim him, but that's.
But he's very valuable in that sense for making decisions.
So we have a few minutes left.
We do want to just harp back on our original point here, which was that PortFringe 2015. It's happening. This summer, 2015, is going to be one of the best PortFringes ever.
It's going to be the best one. It's the 4th one. It's going to be the best one. Just like Rocky 4 was the best Rocky, Death Wish 4 was the best Death Wish.
Mad Max 4 was the longest car chase of all the Mad Max movies.
Exactly. Oh. Mad Max 4 is out this summer. PortFringe is the Mad Max 4, Mad Max Fury Road of Fringe festivals. I think it's going to be very empowering for a lot of feminists. I think it might be controversial, but amongst those idiots in the men's rights groups, we're going to get a lot of letters from men's rights groups. Actually, Dr. Adam is a men's rights activist, so I'm sorry if I offended you.
We do get a lot. Sometimes I'm a men's rights activist, but you know.
We get a lot of letters here at the show, and if you do want to write into us, we'll just put the little address at the bottom of the screen. It's 69420 Congress Street,
yes.
Portland, Maine. #forever. It does say that in our. You have to put a hashtag.
Hashtag forever.
Yes, that's important.
This is 2015, and we're all doctors. So,
June 20th through June 28th.
PortFringe.
PortFringe.
It's theater. It's comedy. It's drama. Tragedy.
Some tragedies.
They have some tragedy.
I'm sure there's some tragedies. I'm sure there's some music.
Oh yeah, music.
A little bit of like a musical, type thing.
And that's mostly in the Western scale, but there may be a little bit of unconventional or un-Western scales in there.
There's shows for children of all ages.
That's right.
I think I just saw the Little Red Bug presents The Jungle Book. So unless I don't know that much about the show. It could be like an adult version of the Jungle Book.
It could be 18 plus.
Check on PortFringe.com.
It could be. It couldn't be. You'll have to buy your VIP pass and find out.
I don't know. I think an erotic adaptation of Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Books would probably be appropriate for PortFringe.
I mean, Mowgli doesn't wear a whole lot of clothes as it is.
That's
so
true.
We'll see what happens.
Doesn't leave much to the imagination, as I found out in my own version, which I allegedly wrote.
We'd just like to remind you once again, PortFringe, June 20th through the 28th, 2015. You can see it all over the city of Portland. We're going to have the three of us are going to be featured in there, a lot of local artists. It's all to benefit the local art scene, which we all care about. I mean, come on. This is Portland we're talking about. So just the decision has kind of been made already. If you want to, sort of finagle it or try to back away from it, it doesn't really matter because the decision, if you're watching at home right now,
it's already been made.
It's been made for you.
The bill is being sent for PortFringe tickets, and if you don't buy them, if you don't buy those tickets, you might get one of the Portland stars of the Portland stage scene at your door, shaking you down for money.
They're like student loans. You
Exactly.
have to pay them, and we know that you all
are. So thank you very much. Thanks for watching. We are making decisions for you. I'm Anders, as always.
I'm Adam Ferguson, doctor.
And I'm Connor McGrath. McGrath. Connor McGrath. Connor McGrath.
That's it, yep.
And we are going to be here all day. Where's the other iced tea? I think I don't know.
CVS, limited time only. It is 2 for $1.
I just know now's the time where I have to contractually put this dog head on my head.
Oh, yeah, we are supposed to plug really quickly. Portland High School is having a car wash on June 19th, which is right before PortFringe starts. It's over at
Captain Jim's Roadhouse?
Captain Jim's Roadhouse in Westbrook. And also, we'd like to plug that every Wednesday at Skybox, there is the Laugh Shack Comedy.
212 Brown Street in Westbrook.
It's on Brown Street, so you just head past all the derelicts, and you find the comedy.
At the Laugh Shack, every Wednesday night, 212 Brown Street in Westbrook.
Laugh Shack.
Brown Street's only comedy club.
Mondays at Be Good on Exchange Street. It's a burger place. You got to go upstairs. It's the room on the left, not the right. We voted.
They voted last night, yep.
They voted. Sunday nights at Mama's Crowbar at 9 o'clock.
Yes, through the fall.
Until September. What else do we have? We have a couple other
We have the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
We have right here. It's on Thursday nights, right?
Thursday nights, Turnstile. We don't need to plug that. They already probably...
You guys already know.
Your
decision's already been made on that one, but... Yeah.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Rocky Horror.
That is June 13th.
June 13th.
Liza Minnelli is going to be on the Main State Pier. She's doing a residency this summer, so every night for the summer of 2015 in Main State Pier, I believe the tickets are $100.
$100. Or you can. I think there's a barter system. They're trying out a barter system.
There's like a trade. You can trade.
You can trade like a couple bracelets for like a ticket, or like if you have like some fresh farm eggs, you can try and trade like 4 dozen eggs for a ticket.
The band Korn is busking in Tommy's Park for the month of July. So you can go see acoustic Korn.
Acoustic. They're gonna be on there. They're gonna be playing bongos.
Bongo drums, right?
A little.
They do all ukuleles for the acoustic shows, which is really the best way to see Korn.
Ukuleles and a mandolin playing "Freak on a Leash" and "Make Me Bad."
I believe the Blue Man Group is here.
They're just having dinner
in town. Yeah, I think they're going to 4th Street for drinks, but it's too rich for their blood.
The Blue Man Group isn't as big as they were back in the year 2000.
They can't afford it, so yeah, they're going to Boone's. I heard.
I think they're going to Boone's Oyster House. I think my aunt and uncle are visiting some point in July.
Yeah, that's right. Connor's aunt and uncle will be here for a little bit in July. If you want to see them, let them know ahead of time, just because they have a very busy schedule. I might be getting a dog at some point, so you might look for me on the Eastern Prom.
Walking his dog. What kind of breed?
Well, we don't know yet.
We'll do that. That's the next episode of Making Decisions for You. Is we'll pick the type of breed.
What kind of dog? We're gonna have a lot of guests on the next episode.
We're gonna have Cesar Milan, the dog whisperer.
Yep, Cesar.
He hasn't said no.
No, that's right. Yeah.
He hasn't said yes, but he hasn't said no.
Paul LePage is going to be on. We're doing a segment called Call Paul, where we call him long distance and we get
ask if his refrigerator's running.
Yeah, right. We do all the bits that Bart Simpson does on The Simpsons to him, just in a row. So he has no idea that it's us. But a couple other Portland mayoral race. We mentioned that.
The NBA Finals are coming on.
NBA Finals. They might be over by the time they are seeing this. I think the French Open just ended. PortFringe. We might have mentioned
June 20th through June 28th. I think we just mentioned PortFringe.
We might have mentioned that quickly.
This is awkward. June 24th.
This is awkward, featuring us, the three of us, and Dr. Adam Ferguson.
A lot of great shows there. I'm also in one called I Can't Take You Anywhere, where I get to play a wacky blob who helps solve and argue in couples' relationship problems.
Sounds like him in real life.
Yeah.
Very autobiographical.
Yeah, I'm basically playing myself. Really, it's the role that I was born to play. That's being written and directed by a very talented writer for The Phoenix named Ali Munier, and also my good friend and theater sister Megan Tripaldi, who's also acting in I Can't Take You Anywhere, is doing her own show called Take the Long Way Home, which is a nice serious drama.
Right, just roll the credits while Adam's talking.
Just remember, Making Decisions for You, always sponsored by Arizona Iced Tea and marijuana. So, smoke it while you drink it. And Dr. Adam Ferguson and a bunch of theater sisters and brothers are in plays together. And
he wants to give a shout out to all of his homies.
Yeah. So we'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Anders.
I'm Connor.
And I'm Adam.
Thank you very much. Good night. Good morning. Decision's been made.